Alright, what's up, everybody? Got the Halloween edition here, apparently. I'm gonna do a stream right now because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. I don't know if there's gonna be a time in the morning or not. I'll probably do a little one, but I gotta go do a run tomorrow morning, so. And yeah, I got a lot done today. Did a lot of jobs, did a lot of work, and I got 2 videos edited out on the other channel. So I think I gained 2 or 3 subscribers. I think I gained 2 subscribers, then I went down one, and then I went back up to whatever that means. So, but anyways, it looks like we got the Halloween version here. I wasn't on last week. I don't think I did any live streams last week. I didn't play Borderlands last week. I went camping. And I did shoot like a podcast while I was camping, but I don't know if I'll actually post it. I have to edit some stuff out of it. Just like the kids and stuff, but yeah. So let's see. Borderlands 4 loot update. It says loot hits harder. Stability balance improvements applied. So hazard pay weapon skin. Alright. Close. Continue. Alright, well. Loading up here. Yeah, I just happen to be kind of here by myself tonight. Kids are at a birthday party. So tired though. I worked a lot today. Okay, so what do I have here for? I have a lot of these. I don't know if I should claim these or wait. So let's go to the backpack. Did I sell all my stuff? Pretty much. Just keeping this because it's a good shield. All the rest of this I have equipped, so looks like I did. Anyways, yeah, we went camping last week. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was supposed to be like, it's kind of crazy. It was supposed to be like 34 degrees the first night. But basically, we were able to like close up the door in the truck, and it really doesn't get that cold in there, or we're used to it or something. But the second night, it was like 40 something. But since, because like I have this tent that attaches to the back, and so when we were in Moab, we just were leaving the hatch door open. So it's kind of like sleeping in a tent, and it wasn't as warm. I mean, like the temperatures were warmer, but we felt colder, if that makes any sense. So closing up that window or that door doesn't matter a lot. And so what I did is I opened the door up, I took it apart, and I found the levers inside are just controlled with cables. So I thought they were going to be rods, but they're all cables now, I guess. So, or at least that era. It's a 2001. So I had a bike brake handle and some cabling around that I could make custom lengths. So I made myself a cable and I attached it to a bike brake handle, and I was just opening the door with that from the inside because there's no inside door handle on this hatch. So, but it worked great the first night. But then sometime in the morning, I misaligned the cable. Like I got it out of alignment from where it was working, and not only did it stop working, but it jammed the door. So we could no longer open the door from the outside. And so I had to take it apart there from the inside, and luckily I was able to fix it then. Unfortunately, I did break my door panel in the process, but it's not that big a deal. I didn't like break it into a million pieces. I just cracked it in a place, and maybe that's what I'll do, is that's where I'll put the new door handle, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to engineer a whole handle and 3D print it, and so that there's no way for that cable to become misaligned, and I can just reach over there and just, you know, pull the handle like you would a normal handle. That's the idea. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're in some sort of Halloween update. I don't know what that means, but it seems like when Borderlands 3, I was playing it during Halloween, they did have an update too. Okay, we're supposed to place the samples. So I don't know. It's interesting. But, so, I mean, I'll put that on here. I'll probably live stream all the catting I do of it. Not that anybody watches it, but, you know, I don't know. Might as well, I guess. This is the Might As Well channel. There's like literally no work that goes into this channel at all. Like, I don't try at all. All I do is start streaming, and then I just talk into it and play video games. There's no work whatsoever. The other channel, I work so hard at it, but it does seem to be working, because I gain like 5 subscribers a week or something, which is more than any other that's faster growth than any other YouTube I've ever done. Well, and that's 5 subscribers a week without me asking anybody, without me like going to Facebook and sharing it. Nobody even knows I've made this channel. You know, only just, I mean, I've told people about it, but I haven't told them what it was. I haven't asked any of my family to subscribe or anything. So it's like, it's only randoms, if that makes any sense. Only randoms. I wish there was like a fast travel. What happened? How come I can't go up? I wish there was a fast travel closer to over here, where all this stuff is. What is that? Deadbolt. Lost capsule. Claim silo to unlock. I think I was trying to do that and I couldn't do it. Yeah, I have it tracked, so I don't know. What the hell? I think, because it seems like that's what should be, right? What is this? Complete this crawler to unlock a vehicle cosmetic. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. This whole game is kind of weird. So, because like there's all this other stuff too. What is this? Complete this activity to earn rewards. Order bunker. That, I don't think that was there before. Was it? What is this? Zane's munitions. Side mission. Well, so might as well go finish this mission out. So yeah, so I've got a lot of machines sold and worked on and moved in the last couple weeks here, which is all right. You know, it hasn't been super easy. Did they redo all my guns? Why do I all of a sudden have all these scopes? Like, usually I don't like messing with scopes. I look at the shield too. It's got like, does it always look like that? Does it seem like it looks different? I don't know. They did an update, but yeah, who knows? Can I not shoot that at wardens? There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta, see, it's been so long I forgot to even use my secret weapon there or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure I fully remember. Exactly how to play. I have to remind myself. It's been 2 weeks. Basically 2 weeks. I don't even know how long I'll go tonight. Tomorrow I'll get up and probably play a little bit before my run. I don't know. Let's see. It's gonna be pretty good. I gotta go. I'm gonna basically be driving an hour away, about an hour away. So, but the first place I need to go is like, I don't know, 45 minutes away or so, and then the next place is like 15 minutes further past that. Which normally I don't go out this far, but it was a recommendation, so when I do though, I try to come back with a full trailer. So we'll see what happens. You know, you never know until you're there. But and then I also have a stove to go get tomorrow. So I think I'm going to be getting 3 washers. One of them might need a bearing, which I don't know if what I'm gonna do about that one. Because if it does, I think it needs a gear case, and I think that gear case is like $200. So I don't know if I can sell that machine for more than $200 if I put a new gear case in it. But maybe that's what I'll have to do. I think it's a Maytag, and I guess these Maytags are, you know, having these issues. But well, that's if that's what it is. That's what they said it is. But oftentimes I'll go get machines from people, and you know, even sometimes they have them professionally diagnosed, and the diagnosis is just wrong. And like my washing machine that I use in my house was like that. I went and got it from this guy, and I think I paid him like, I don't know, $25 for it or something. And it was 1 year old. 1 year old, paid him $25. He had it diagnosed, and the guy who diagnosed it said the circuit board was bad. Well, I don't know who diagnosed it. I don't know if they were a professional or what, but all I know is I diagnosed it as a bad lock switch. And so I think I bought a lock switch for like $40 or whatever. Put it on there. We've been using it ever since. And that's like, it's got to be like three years ago or something. What is that? What is that? Why are we doing shields now over here? Anyway, so, you know, misdiagnosis is a problem. Can I go inside this thing? Like if I come up right next to this guy, can I get him then? Voltac Bursar. I have to just get right next to him. Is that the idea here? Or what? What if I use this thing? Yeah, you're not so tough now, are you? Yeah, what is that? Money? Just drop lots of money all over the place? Was that guy supposed to be harder? Because he seemed to drop some stuff here. What is that? Meathead? Drop some weapons and stuff. Yeah, so anyways, and that happened to me a few times over the years that I've been doing this, where people would I would show up and they'd be like, yeah, the guy said the circuit board was bad, and I'd get it home and the circuit board wasn't bad, I'd find some other issue. And the thing is, it's hard to diagnose circuit boards sometimes because, they're computers, right? And so they sometimes do weird stuff. Like I had one the other day that was like, this guy called me to his house because the lights were like flickering, and it was like, I don't know how I would best describe this, but it was like, it was like there was like it ended up being like a bad connection. Okay, so like the lights were like flashing, like the lights around the buttons and stuff, and the display was sort of coming on and off, but the dryer itself was actually not stopping. Like it was still rolling the clothes, It's like, and so I'm just like, all right, well. And what had happened was I had two theories of what happened. So he had the thing unplugged for about a month, he said, because it was in a rental. So he had his house was kind of in the front yard, and this property has like a sort of like another house in the backyard, so kind of. And so basically he rents out the backyard house kind of thing. So in the backyard house, so he didn't have a tenant, and so he had unplugged this thing to kind of like clean the place up and stuff and get ready for a new tenant or whatever. And basically he went out there, he got a new tenant, so he went out there to plug it in to get ready, and he plugs it in and turns it on and to make sure it's still good and everything, and it does this thing where it like flashes and the display wasn't working right and all this stuff. Well, so he kind of messes with it some more, and he unplugs it and plugs it back in, and then, he kind of called me kind of freaking out a little because his tenant was coming that day, so he just wanted to try to get it done before the tenant got in there, so while it was vacant is the best time to work on it or whatever. So, I went down there and took it apart, couldn't find anything. Everything seemed good, like, we couldn't get it to do it again either. That's the other thing, is it hadn't done it since the night before or whatever. And like that night, he was getting it to do it a lot. And so I think what happened was this, okay? I think that the plug was not plugged in all the way. Or something had happened in the plug to where it was dirty or something, I don't know. But I checked everything. I checked all the wires. I completely disassembled the whole dryer, checked all the wires, checked all the components, put it all back together, and we just couldn't get it to do that again. So I just told him, well, I live 20 minutes away. It's not a big deal for me to just jump in the car and drive over here. I said, I always have dryers. I'll have one. I can have one over here in 20 minutes. So let's just watch it and see what happens, And so the two possibilities I see of what happened are, and so, going over there, my point is, going over there, I thought for sure the circuit board was bad. I was like, what else would cause that? Why would the motor keep turning, but it looks like it's losing power, right? So other than a circuit board, they're hard to diagnose because I get there and it's not doing it anymore. So now my theories are it was either a loose connection on the wall, and basically when he turned the dryer on, it started wiggling the wire. And it just, the way that these dryers work is they're two-phase, essentially. But, the circuit board and the motor, the drive motor, they're only going to run on 110. So one side of we have split phase, right? Split phase 220. So it's going to run on one side of it, or one phase. And so if the other phase isn't getting a good connection, the motor will still turn. So I don't know how it's wired, but if the circuit board runs off of leg A and the motor runs off of leg B, and you're wiggling the wire and you got a bad connection on leg A, the circuit board might flash, but the motor might keep turning. You know what I mean? It's like depending on how it's wired or whatever. So anyways, they basically,
Thank you so much. Could you please
I think he unplugged it in the meantime before I got over there. All right, like he texted me in the night, and I went over there the next day. And I think what happened was he unplugged it and plugged it back in, and he fixed the bad connection. I think it was in the wall. So that's one possibility. I think the other possibility is that it just sat there, and the caps in the board are getting old, maybe, and they just like, I don't know, they were losing power, or they weren't charging up all the way or something when he first turned it on the first time, you know. And so it's just giving him that flashing. But like I even ran the thing with the case taken apart, and I sat there and poked and prodded at wires trying to get any kind of bad connection to show itself, and couldn't do it. I'm assuming it didn't ever do it again because he never called me back. And he seemed like pretty adamant that he would call me if anything happened.
And they're in. Safe and sound. What's next?
Switch flipification! Everything should be prepared. Just flip the switch.
Alright, gotta flip the switch here.
Wait, don't flip the switch! Catastrophe pre-void, and I had nearly forgot something. Details scream in my dark void these days. We need a simple transmission, unsophisticated processing device to keep the iridium and ordinite from reacting under electric current.
Sure, why not? Where do we get one?
The chips can be found implanted in the cephalic region of meatheads. There's one raking the flesh leaves outside. Bring me his head, please.
I'm cool with that. One meathead head coming up. So, this cure, how's it gonna work?
It's a complicated termination of blood. Any brain trauma is a multifaceted challenge. We have to consider medical, psychological, and social perspectives, but the execution will be televised. Harnessing the energy from both ordinite and iridium should interrupt the psychosis on the synaptic level.
And your machine thing can actually do all that.
Indeed.
Hey, meathead! I need your meathead!
Warning! Bad guy! You bad guy!
Oh, what a stunner. And he smells as good as he looks, too.
Excellent. Sounds like you got the right guy. Bring me his head.
I guess I'm holding his head. Place meathead head. So anyways, sometimes you just don't fix them. I mean, and it's hard to diagnose circuit boards because really that's what I was telling him. I was like, dude, it's going to be like we figured out it was going to be like $100 for a new circuit board.
Not on. Well, I
His hearkening stripped my mind. I'm sorry. I can't think with him talking. Can you stop him somehow?
can't see face.
Insult to injury. Sorry.
It boils with stupidity. The chip appears to be intact. The risk of gorgeous cataclysmic explosion should be mitigated. Let's begin. It's safe to flip the first switch.
If you say so.
Sad goodbye. Because I could not stop for death. He kindly stopped for me.
Vicious success! It's working! Just as my research predicted. I
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. Actually, I'm gonna log off for a minute. If I come back, I'll come back. Bye.